Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and welcome to a returning series that was quite popular back in Forza Horizon 3, and that is the highly anticipated Hot Lap Battle. Yes, that's right, it's back, and this is a series where I will put different stock cars, including Forza Edition cars, up against each other around one chosen circuit, and at the end of each episode, all their times will be entered onto our official Hot Lap leaderboard to see how each car will rank against one another. There's no trash talking here, just me as the only driver, so no skill gap, and it's most likely the only series you will ever see me race properly. We are going to start our first episode with a bang, featuring 3 of the fastest cars in their own right. First, the car that I've said is to be the fastest track car, the McLaren Senna. Second, the car that you all have told me is the fastest car, the Maserati MC12 Forza Edition. And lastly, the fastest hot lap car back in Forza Horizon 3, the Ultima Evolution 1020. Let's quickly take a look at the stats of the 3 cars given by Forza Horizon 4. All of them are classed at S2, with the Senna having the lowest PI at 977, whereas both the Maserati and Ultima are much higher at 997 and 998 respectively. But looking at the stats individually, you can see that the weaknesses of the Maserati is its acceleration and launch compared to the other two, but the Ultima has the strongest speed. And then looking at the real-world performance figures, both the Maserati and McLaren have similar horsepower, whereas the Ultima has over 200 brake horsepower more, and the Maserati really has no torque. And surprisingly, the lightest car here is the Ultima at just over 2,000 pounds. All cars are mid-engine rear-wheel drive, so now it's time to bring it to our chosen track for this series, which will be the Holyrood Park circuit, as it's a high-speed course with multiple minute corners, which will showcase the car's speed and handling, but also expose any weaknesses that the cars possess. So first up, the McLaren Senna. Clocking a very fast lap time of just 58.158 seconds. I just want to say that the Senna is a very easy car to control. Although it doesn't necessarily have the top speed due to its larger rear wing, the brakes are truly phenomenal, allowing the car to brake very late around any corner, and also its handling capabilities is truly sensational. The steering is so fast and direct, you can turn corners sharp without losing grip, and for a rear-wheel drive car, accelerating out of corners is actually quite tamed. So now we move over to the Maserati MC12 Forza Edition. clocking a faster lap time than the McLaren Senna at nearly 56 seconds flat. The Maserati essentially just does everything a little bit better than the Senna. The gear ratios are certainly much more suitable for this track, allowing the car to flow through the track with greater momentum without having to upshift or downshift as often, and despite having the lowest torque, it actually played into the car's favour, exiting corners with very little to no wheel spin, giving me confidence around the entire track. And of course, in terms of speed, the MC12 is just a notch better than the McLaren Senna. And lastly, the Ultima Evolution 1020. Clocking an insane lap time of 55.155 seconds, this was by far the most difficult car to drive by a long shot. Since it's the most powerful car here, there were certain parts of the track that the Ultima needed braking, in which slightly changes the way I approach the entire circuit, almost saying the car is too powerful for the track. And because the rear wing overpowers the front spoiler, whenever the car is accelerating or going at high speeds, it almost feels like the car is about to take off like an aeroplane. However, with so much torque and the car being so light, the braking was phenomenal, and exiting corners was fairly easy, as you only needed to use about 60% throttle on the sharper turns to avoid any wheel spin and just let the torque accelerate the car, and you're not essentially losing any speed at all. So before we place these three cars onto our official hot lap leaderboard, here is a side-by-side comparison of the cars' hot laps. So there we have it, guys. All three cars have now been placed in our official leaderboards, with the Ultima Evolution currently sitting in first place, followed by the Maserati MC12, and then of course, lastly, sitting in third position is the McLaren Senna. Now, as time goes on, when we do more hot lap battles and put more cars against each other, the leaderboards will become more compelling, and then we can see which car will be placed in which position. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy my first hot lap battle, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. That way I also know that you guys did enjoy this series and would like to see more. And also, if you guys want to see what cars may potentially be one of the top cars, make sure to put it down in the comment section below. Now, any cars are eligible, but of course, if there's a car you want to see, put it down in the comment section below. I will be reading them. And lastly, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 content right here on this channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.